files is containing and add and commit, it will go to staging area. Then it will commit it. Then it will go to
Explain the aspects in detail, like what is the staging area, audit area, local workspace. Explain those.
When developer write codes and in local system, it will in working directory. It will store in working directory. Then we give the commit. We give the comment like git add. It will move to staging working area to staging area where we can. Then from there, git by using git commit, it will move stage area to git git repository. From there, we can push into local to remote by push, and we can push from remote to local.
Yeah, tell me any one branching strategy.
Branching strategy. When the developer write and pushes, will in any code write in like it is little confusing, sir, but there are three stages, like, developer and testing and UT and the main branch. Then any error will come, it will push back to hard bug, and it will work on, and it will then again it will merge into main branch. But I'm little confused in this.
So yesterday I told you, right? Like you need to come up with git and.
But I was studying, but it in Google also searching, but it's showing different way.
Yeah, I think I already given a notes in that. I already haven't given. I so many times I explained.
Yeah, explain, sir, but that notes git branch is not there, sir.
Okay. So why do we need a git pull request? Tell me. What is the purpose?
Git
Pull request.
Any code commit, like any changes is made, yeah, the pull request will rise, and it will after pull request we can attach to code reviewer, and they will see any code any errors, and then after reviewing code, any changes they will made, and they will then they will merge into like they will request, they will accept the request.
What is the purpose?
Purpose, main purpose is like to provide the like a git like a conflicts, like any same code, like before committing, they will be code review, like the code to review the code, any syntax, any errors, that it will review, and it will then it only the permission.
Okay, so how are you going to implement branch protection rule in Git repositories?
Branch
Protection rule.
branch protection rule from we can in GitHub there is a settings, there we'll go to branch. In there we will restrict that to force post pushes, and there will we can in setting we can there we can give the restrictions
Where?
in settings we'll
In
get a
settings, okay. In settings, there is
we'll
an option.
get branch one in branch we'll get like we can restrict like force pulling any like other settings we can select there, sir. I don't I can I've done, but exactly that settings in that settings we'll get a branch in there we'll do it. We can protect and we can give forcefully pushing and authentications like.
So tell me, what do you mean by git stash?
Git slash when developer want to move from one branch to another branch without committing the code, we can give git slash and we can it will store temporarily and we can move from one branch to another branch to work with another branch. We can give git slash and sir.
Okay, so tell me, what is the difference between git init and git clone?
Git init and git clone. Init. Git init is used to initialize the git like if you are if like we are starting like without git init it will the initialize the git codes like every like git like dot init and it will implement the git comments. And the git clone whenever we are using first time we can clone entire source code or entire project to local repo.
Okay. So like come to the AWS. Okay. So like tell me, so what is the difference between custom policy and inline policy and resource based policy?
Exactly, resource based policy. Even I don't remember custom policy and inline policy. Custom policy, we can give in custom policy we can give like who can access the we can give the full access, or we can like who can give read access and particular user who can access the EC2 S3 full access, or to create or to delete EC2 instance like we can give the restrictions. And
Which policy?
in custom policy we can like we can give the two or three more policies, like two or three policies like for EC2 we can give for a particular developer we only can for DevOps we can have full access, for only read access we can give only read access, or to for S3 bucket there can be changes we can do like particular person particular DevOps or particular we can give multiple access to in custom policy. And inline policy we can give only single like only one access one policy to attach, like a single policy. We cannot go multiple multiple policies.
Okay, so Viresh, you need to improve a lot. So if we are going to answer like this, is not going to work. You can call to Swami and okay. You
Okay.
can answer. Yeah.
Okay.
Omar.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So explain the Git architecture.
Git architecture, we have the working area where the developers made uh, like changes to the code, and after that, using the git add commands, so we will they will push it to the staging area. In staging area, we will use the git commit, and using this git commit, we will be pushing it to the local repository. From here, we will be pushing the code to the remote repository, that is the GitHub or the GitLab. Uh,
Bro, he is not there. Wait for a while.
Sandeep sir is lifting.
Just try.
Yes, sir.
Mhm. Yeah. Hello.
yes, sir.
Okay, so explain me any one Git branching strategy.
Branching strategies. Basically, we have the like its branching strategies. We have the main branch, that is the default and the stable branch. So here, all the final code and review. The once the code is being reviewed, so in the main branch, the latest code will be kept here, and all the feature branches will be created from the main branch, the release branch, and the hotfix branches as well. So the feature branch, if it is created from the main branch, it will be like for any new features or updates or enhancement, we will go with this feature branch. Once the developers are uh, like made any feature changes in the applications, then once the final stage is done, so they will review the code, and they will merge it to the main branch. In the release branch will be created from the main branch as well. If for any bug free, like needs for it is created for the testing, sir, testing and QA purpose. So here also we will test the code.
Okay, tell me from which branch you are going to deploy to dev, and from which branch you are going to deploy to QA, and what is the purpose of using master branch? Explain all those branches.
Developer branch, I'm not sure, sir. Like feature release and hotfix branch, like these four branches itself, we can use it.
Okay, Amrita, can you explain?
You mean branching strategy?
Yes.
Okay, actually, main branch will be fixed, and whenever we wanted to complete code fixes and testing everything done, then only we'll be moving to the master branch. So first we'll be going with the master branch. After that, so from developer will be development will be going on the dev branch. So the code everything will be kept pushed to the dev branch. So after the from the dev branch, we'll be creating the feature branch. So the free feature branch will be testing code, everything will be done here, testing and bug identifications, everything will be done. From the feature branch, any bug we found, so we'll create one bug fix branch. So there we'll fix all the bugs and we'll test all the codes there. So once the bug everything is fixed in the bug fix branch, so then we will create one. We'll be going moving to the UAT branch to test all the codes and bugs, everything working fine. So then we will move back to the dev branch. So the code will be moved to the dev branch. So the dev branch will verify everything. Then if it is a level looks good, so then we'll merge back to main branch. So that after moving to the master branch, any issues we found, so then from the master branch they will create a hotfix branch. So we'll fix any issues. So within 1-2 hours, for that we'll create one hotfix branch. So hotfix branch fixing all the issues verified there. So basically we don't need to take more time to fix the issue. So that's why we'll directly testing will be done with the UAT. They will move, and the basic test is done by UAT branch. So then they will merge back to hotfix and master branch. They will move for the clean code.
This is not the proper way. Rohit. You explain the branch extension.
So yes, basically we have a main branch within the GitHub repository where we deploy our application using that main branch. So whatever the code which is developed by the developer will be the final tested code is deployed within the main branch, merged to the main branch. So from the main branch, we will create a developer branch where the developers will start working on that particular branch. So multiple developers will create multiple features. For example, if the developer is going to create a new feature, he is going to create a feature one branch within. For the first feature, he is going to create a first feature branch from that particular developer branch, and he is going to create the code within that. And once the code is completed, then it will be merged to the developer branch. Then it will be tested. Then if everything is working fine, then it will deploy. Then it will merge it back to the main branch. So if there is any issue comes up, then we can create a particular branch from the developer itself, like bug fix. Then after bug fix is completed, then it will be merged back to the developer and also for the main branch in order to maintain this sync up with all the branches. Then if there is any particular emergency issue comes up, then we can go for the hotfix branch, hot bugs fix. So then so if the application stack didn't work, we can roll back to the older commits so that the old build will be deployed or old build will be used for the production purpose for temporary usage. So this is how Git branching strategy works.
See, first of all, branching strategy will comes to you like when the new project comes. Okay. So you will create a feature branch. Okay. So anyway, develop on the main branch will be your base branch. Okay. Feature branch means developer will start working their feature. Once they complete, they will test it in their local, not in the dev environment. Okay, they will test it. Then they will raise the PR. Then we are going to merge into the develop branch. Then we are going to release from develop to dev environment. If everything is working, then we will merge into release branch. Okay, for QA deployment. Okay, if everything, if in QA also if it is everything looks good, then we are going to merge into the master. Okay. If we are from the master, we are going to deploy to production. If any issues comes, so we'll create a hotfix branch. Then with the developer will start working their code on the hotfix. Then we are going to merge into develop and release and the master. Okay.
Okay.
So in case when you deploy to UAT or QA, on that time, if any issues come, so we will create a hotfix. Bug fix. Bug fix, hotfix is both are same. But in a production, if there is an issue, that will call as a hotfix. Okay. Hotfix is nothing but we are going to fix some bugs. That's it.
With an emergency atmosphere.
Emergency. Hotfix means we need to create. It's a critical issue because it is in a production. Whatever we are creating a bug fix branch for UAT and dev, that is also same like hotfix only, but we will not call it as an hotfix because it is not much urgent. Yeah. Okay. So can you see everyone should go through like feature? See, you can remember like 3 branches: feature, develop, master. Okay. And another one, if you want to remember, you can remember like release branch. From develop, we are going to deploy to dev environment. From release, we are going to deploy to UAT environment. From master, we are going to deploy into production. Understood? Okay. Feature branch, the developer will start their work or develop their feature in the feature branch. Then they will raise the PR to merge into the develop. So all the code should be there in the develop, right? Then only I can deploy to dev to test the end-to-end testing.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So you need to answer like this, okay? So you can explain all the hotfix, bug fix. When we are going to create hotfix, from which branch we are going to create a hotfix. From hotfix means we are going to create it from the master. If it is a bug fix, we will create from the develop. So developers will work and we will test it in dev. If it is working, the same bug fix branch will merge into the release branch. Or from develop itself, we can merge into the release branch. Okay.
Okay.
Like, yeah, what do you mean by Git stash, Amrita?
Didn't get your question, sir.
No, I must.
Git stash, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Git stash means without moving to the staging or commit, so we can store that in a temporary location. Example, so I am working on one branch, so I wanted to switch to another branch, so I don't want to commit or I don't want to push to the repository. So means I don't want to commit. So that time I have to give the start stash there. So that will be stored in a temporary location. So that time, so after I will be coming back and I have to start with the stash top. So then it will be released from the stash, and we can make use of like a commit, or we can continue our work with that.
Okay. What is the difference between Git stash pop and Git stash apply?
Okay, actually multiple stash will be there. So just one pop will not release the all stashes. So we have to go with the stash number. With that we have to apply. So then only it will be cleared. So that time we'll go with the apply. So only one stash, and I want to close that. So then I'll go with the stash pop.
Tell me the difference. So what will happen if you do Git stash pop and Git stash apply?
Means whatever we have done stash, it is started, right? That will be removed if I am giving Git stash pop. Apply means whatever the changes in the working, whatever we have done changes, without removing that, we can apply changes
Okay.
from the stash.
The pop means is going to apply and remove from the stash. Apply means it will remove from the stash. Pop means it will apply and keep it as a copy in the stash itself. Okay. Okay. So what is the difference between merge and rebase?
Actually, merge means, so whenever we wanted to merge from one branch to another branch, so we'll go with the merge means, then it will not create the history of the another branch. It will, instead of that, it will create a one merge commit there. So with merging details, with branching 1 to branching 2, we are merging like that. It will give a merge commit, and it will create. But whereas we have a rebase means it is very advanced, so we have multiple options there. So with if we do rebase, it will copy from the one branch to another branch whatever we are merging. So it will on top of first, whenever we are in merging rebase to one branch, so on top, on below, so on tip of the another branch, so it will start creating the another branch history there. So that will be added in the rebase. Also, we have an option like a squash, a drop, and a pick if we are using rebase. So that's why we will use rebase.
Okay. So tell me how you're going to do branch protection.
Branch protection in Git.
Yes.
Okay. So we have an option like in a Git, so we can give a permission for read, write, and full admin access for based on the requirement. So we'll give the access for the persons. So then only they can access. Means
No,
they
I am
can.
asking like how we are going to give like branch protection in SCM in GitHub.
GitHub only in the settings we have a repository. We can give the permission, right, for only admin access for the some people. So in that category we can add who wanted to access the read and full access.
I am asking you to see it should, if you raise or no one should merge directly the code into your base branch. For example, for develop, if someone clone it, you can't directly push the code directly to the develop branch. So we need a branch protection. it should come up with a PR. Okay.
Okay.
So how we are going to configure this? You don't know.
Actually, I was knowing, I forgot.
So tell me, what is the use of PR?
So yeah, everyone should not merge to the like main branch or dev branch. So if the code is not fixed or not working clean, so everyone is rising and merging means it will be not a tracking will be very difficult. So that's why.
Mhm. So anyway, we are going. So PR is used for merging only.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the use of raising the PR?
We can reject if it is not like a code is not good or any issues are there in the code, so we can reject it. So and we can add a comment to change. So that's why that is the use of PR.
Only to reject. Huh?
We can give a comments as well to change.
See, PR are used for code review collaboration. Okay. And also you can enable some automatic checks before merging to your base branch. Okay. So this improves the code quality and team visibility. Okay. PR means like you can, like yesterday I told you, like we can implement the GitHub workflows. Okay, whenever someone raises the PR, so the GitHub workflow, what it will do, it will scan the code before merging to our base branch. Okay, if it is passed, then we can merge into our base branch. Otherwise, we can reject it. Okay, so like it's like a code review and the collaboration. Okay, so and also for code quality, no one can directly push into our base branch. Okay. So, like, take an example in AWS. Suppose there are 500 EC2 instance. Okay.
Hmm.
I have 500 EC2 instance. I need only specific EC2 instance. I need to give an access to the developer. So, on what basis you are going to give an access? In 500 EC2 instance, some servers are belongs to developer. Okay. Think like that. I want to give only the EC2 instance related to the developer. I need to give an access. So how we can do this?
Yeah, in each EC2 instances, whoever wanted to access for develop team, so I will make use of tags there, EC2 instances tags.
Mhm.
So with that tag, we can give the access for the particular team.
Okay.
We can make use of that tag.
Yes, by using the tag, you can put it like in the condition and you can give it. Okay.
Yeah.
You know how to configure that one?
No, actually, whenever I was filtering with a tag, I was aware I'm not worked on that.
Okay, so tell me, tell me the auto scaling policies in AWS.
Auto scaling policies. Okay, there are three types: dynamical policy, and scheduled, and predictive. We have so dynamically means we have three types there: step, target, and manual. So so whenever we wanted to, depends on the CPU workload, or if it is more than 70%, so that time we can make use of that dynamically. So, but whereas in scheduled means a particular timings, like morning 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. will be my traffic will be high. So for that time we'll be going with the scheduled. And predictive means from the caches, or we'll be monitoring from 1 week. So the based on the history, we know like when it is going to increase the traffic. So based on that, we'll be creating the instances. So means increase, decrease, it will be work. So these based on these three, so we can monitor with the auto scaling policies.
Okay. So tell me types of S3 buckets we have in AWS.
Okay, types of S3, like first we have a S3 standard, a standard IA, infrequent access, and one zone. IA and Glacier Deep Archive. Glacier Deep Archive we have. So basically from the standard to standard means standard 1A to standard. So infrequent access like more than 30 days if we are not using, so it will go to infrequent access. And after we are not accessing from 90 days, it will go to Glacier. So after the life cycle will be like after 365 days, it will be going to Deep Archive. So we can make use of S3 life cycle. So we have one more like as intelligent tiering. So if we select that one, automatically it will put on based on the accessing the objects. So it will automatically put the object like a glacier, or it should be in infrequent access. Based on that, it will automatically it will put, so that we have a benefit. And while creating also we can select which S3 means I'm going to access. So to reduce our cost, so we can make use of S3 life cycle and S3 policies.
Yes. So can you tell me the difference between S3 standard and S3 IA?
Standard means will be frequently accessing within 30 days. So after 30 days, we are not accessing the buckets in the objects. So that time we will be infrequent access. It will be going. So standard 1A means infrequent access. So more than 30 days, if I'm not accessing the object, so it will go to the infrequent access.
Okay. Okay. So like, can you tell me the difference between EBS and EFS?
Yeah, EBS means elastic block storage. So whenever we wanted to attach to in the EC2 instances, and we wanted to have a backup for that reason, then we will be going to attach to the EC2 instances. Then we will go with the EBS. So whereas EFS means for accessing the file system with the multiple EC2 instances, we will go with the EFS. So EBS will be taken as a snapshot as a backup, but EFS will be like multiple EC2 instances will be accessing the same file that will be accessed, and there is no limit for EFS. But EBS depends on how we use. So it will be the volume, how much we'll be creating from that base. It will be cost, and EFS is compared to EBS. EFS will be say more cost. Um, yeah.
Okay. So do you know what you mean by Amazon S3 access point?
Yes, 3 access point
Mm.
means endpoints. That one you're right.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Network endpoint.
Yes. So whenever we wanted to access the services without internet, so that the AWS only providing some services without a public internet access, so we can access the services like S3. So some particular access AWS only defaultly giving. So for that we will make use of to access our securely. And we have a private subnet, so we are not connected to the internet. So then we will make use of endpoint to access the services.
Okay. Okay, Amrita. Yeah, Amrita B. Another Amrita. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me, what are the types of EC2 instance, and what scenario you're going to, in which scenario, how you're going to choose EC2 instance?
There is general purpose.
Mm.
General purpose is having general in sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
General purpose. General purpose is having balanced CPU and RAM. It is used for EC2 instance, like it is for general purpose. In that T3 will come, and storage.
Yes. Yeah.
Storage, memory in memory.
Hmm.
General purpose storage, memory, accelerated, and one more is that. General purpose computer optimized is having high performance of CPU, and it is its example is C6 C7, and memory is having a larger RAM and moderate, less CPU. It is example is R6 and R7, and storage is having high disk storage. So example is i4 and i7. Accelerated is used for artificial intelligence. It is having the example is G6.
That's it.
5 types of EC2 instance.
Okay. Yeah, tell me, so what is the difference between Git revert and Git reset?
Git revert and Git reset both are used for undoing changes, but reset will not store the history, but revert will store the history.
Okay. So, like, suppose someone accidentally I deleted some files. Okay. Can I restore those files? If it is yes, then how?
You can reset the file.
Yeah. You got my question. I accidentally deleted some files, okay, in the Git repository. So now, can we restore? If it is yes, how we are going to restore?
I think we can restore by using git stash. Maybe we can restore.
Git stash. What do you mean by Git stash? Tell me.
Git stash it is used to save the changes from local repository. It stores in temporary memory. From that we can save, we can revert and delete, and we can restore and save.
See, Git stash is nothing but like you are just, it's a like intermediate area. If you are switching between the two branches, then it is like a temporary location where you can store your code. Okay. But I am asking like from the repo I am deleted the files. How to restore it?
Repo.
Okay, tell me at least what you mean by git reflog.
Git
reflog.
Git reflog means it is used to track the changes. Means it will do reset, revert, and delete branch.
Try ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವತ್ತಾದ್ರೂ git reflog ನ
ಗಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದಾಗ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು.
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತದೆ?
Reset ಮತ್ತೆ ರಿವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ.
ಏನ್ ಗಿಟ್ ರಿಫ್ಲಾಗ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ?
ಗಿಟ್ ಫ್ಲಾಗ್ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ನ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮೇನ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದು ರೀಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ರಿವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅದು.
ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಗಿಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್?
Git status. Git status will show whatever the commit commit ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. I mean it will show whatever the changes we have done with the commit ID.
Git status which will show commit ID. What do you mean by git log? Git logs.
Git log will show commit ID. Git status will show whatever the changes it is done.
ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೀವು ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ನಾನ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ.
ನೀವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಓದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ. ಈ ತರ ಆದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ?
ಸಂದೀಪ್.
What is the difference between a policy and a rule? Hello?
Policy and group difference.
Policy and a role.
Policy. Policy will give it defines permissions. Roles will give temporary access. And,
See, after this call, you can call me. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Abdullah is Niharika. Yeah, tell me the difference between role and policy. Okay, so can you tell me the difference between a NAT gateway and NACL? Okay. So suppose if I want to download a packages to the EC2 instance in private subnet, so how to make a connection? Suppose I need to download some packages to the EC2 instance in a private subnet. So how to provide the internet connection to the private subnet? Yeah, how we are going to configure that one? So suppose like you have given access to an user, okay? He comes to you like telling like he is not able to access that resource. So how we are going to troubleshoot an IAM access issue? Hmm. Okay, can you tell me what are the types of pricing models we have in AWS? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, Niharika.
Hi, sir.
Yes, hi. Tell me what you mean by auto scaling and what are the types of auto scaling we have in AWS?
Auto scaling, like vertical scaling and horizontal scaling.
Hmm.
Vertical scaling, like we increase the instance type T2 micro to T2 medium, like that. Whenever if it is load agile to manage the load, we use uh, uh, for this we use increase like we change the instance type. And horizontal scaling, we add the CPUs or servers to the for main like whatever we have, right? We'll add the CPUs to the existing CPU or existing server to manage the load. This is for the horizontal scaling.
Okay. Suppose like I want to auto scale up to 10 EC2 instance, okay? If the request is more than, if the CPU is more than 85%, I need to auto scale up to 10. After that, it should stop auto scaling. Okay.
Okay.
So how are you going to configure this one?
Yes, we have an option in that auto scaling. Like minimum, we have to set 2, and max we have to set instance. We have to select the 10, and so whenever the load increases, it will the instances will increase up to 10, and whenever its load decreases and the instances which are we are created, it will again terminate. So we use this for this settings when creating scaling.
Okay. So there is another scenario. Okay. Your application has high latency, even though auto scaling is launched in new instances. But what could be the issue? So how are you going to troubleshoot?
High latency.
Yeah.
For latency issues, like I will configure in network load balancer. This one.
Okay, next.
And high latency, right? So when the latency, high latency. So, question see, the application have high
Your
latency.
application, okay, you have configured your application with ELB and auto scaling. Okay.
Okay.
So still you ensure like you configure auto scaling, but still your application has high latency. Okay. It is spinning up an EC2 instance, but whenever user access that URL is getting some latency while using your application. So how we are going to troubleshoot?
I'll check the instances like this that are instance, what we can say, yeah, healthy or unhealthy.
Okay, that is the one. Next.
And I'll check is there any packets loss while the users are accessing the application. Like
Okay.
yes, and
Okay, so you need to check with the 3 points. Like where you need to check the health checks, like ensure unhealthy instances are not affecting the traffic, and check whether the load balance issue. Like make sure your auto scaling register new instance, the new instance. Either that new instance are registered with load balancer. You need to check that one. Okay. So that may be causing an issue. Like warm up time means now new instance make time to initialize. So we can adjust that warm up time period. Okay. So yeah, in this way you need to troubleshoot. Okay. Okay, so we can close the class today. So tomorrow we can concentrate on Docker, AWS, Git, Jenkins. Okay. Prepare with 4 concepts and
sure.
Yes, sir.
okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.